We're back with Doctor Who. We've got Donna with us, Donna
Yes.
Noble, and the Doctor, of course, is here as well.
Of course.
Yeah, I think we just kind of left it open, I think, as to where we'll be
They've
going
set
next.
off. They said bye to Donna's granddad.
Yeah, what was he called? Did they say his name?
No, I don't
Or just
know if we've said it. Yeah.
It's just Grandpa.
Yeah.
Let's...
Should we see where they go?
Yeah.
Just before we start today, something you may not know about me is that I write books, actually, under a pen name. I'm giving it away for free right now, as the second one is hopefully coming out later this year. There's 20 copies available, only catches I would appreciate a review. I'll post all the details in the description. Okay, let's watch the episode.
Oh, straight away. Please. Oh! Okay. And we've been here before, roughly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all the way back in 1963?
4, 5.
Where are you going, Doctor?
To Rome, my child.
Oh, can I come with you? I won't be any trouble, I promise, can I?
Well,
Please?
very well then, very well.
There you go.
What?
We've been here before, ages ago.
Yeah.
Caused the
Yeah,
fire.
sorry, I was just thinking about something else, you know. Something else
set
might be
the
good.
entire city on fire.
Oh god, there was that, wasn't there?
Ha ha! Ho ho! Ho 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 ho!
Oh. Hmm.
Pompeii.
Oh.
We're in Pompeii. And it's volcano day.
Oh no. That's what's going on then.
Been here before as well, sort of.
Fires a Vulcan.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, what was that? It was like a
Guitar.
guitar.
Like James Moran.
He's not done one.
Don't think so.
That's foretold in the prophecy. The box. The blue box.
Oh. Yeah, Colin T.
Not telling me the TARDIS is gone.
Ah.
Where's it gone? So big, isn't it?
Oh, what? That was very quick.
Out of the way!
Wait. Yeah, that's Peter Capaldi, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Gosh, okay. Yeah. Obviously, I know he's the Doctor later on, but... Okay, I didn't know.
Well, we're going up on the world, my love.
The gods are always watching.
Yeah, and they're very vengeful now. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, that is kind of worrying.
It's just right under their house.
Yeah. It's been living there for years.
Pompeii is a fixed point in history. What happens, happens. There is no
Oh,
choice.
yes, here we go.
Well, I might just have something to say about that spaceman.
Oh, I bet you will.
She's gonna stop the volcano single-handedly.
Yeah.
Oh!
I am Spartacus.
And so am I. Is that your opinion? As a doctor?
I beg your pardon.
Doctor, that's your name.
How did you know that?
And you...
Inclined to invent all sorts of vagaries.
Oh, not this time, Lucius. No, I reckon you've been out soothsaying.
Yeah.
Is that so? Man from Gallifrey.
What?
Even the word doctor is false. Your real name is hidden. It burns in the stars, in the
Well, we know
cascade
some
of
names.
Medusa herself.
Oh, yeah, it's just chicken. Okay. Just seeing things move in the background.
The chickens are the gods of the underworld.
Anything about tell mine.
Ooh. Ah, there we go.
He told my father it was the only one. Which is what?
The future, Doctor. We are building the future.
I've got prophecy too. Evelina, I'm
Oh.
sorry, but you've got to hear me out.
Gather round the fire.
They're very much Sister of Khan, aren't they?
Yeah, but...
I guess Sister of Khan are based on like old Roman.
Evelina,
Perhaps.
please listen. The false prophet must die. Sacrifice her.
Oh. What? Ah. not stone,
The work of the gods.
but oh, or maybe it is.
Stone.
Oh, he
Fantastic.
literally is then.
Show yourself.
Yeah, it's giving me Satan Pit vibes there. Oh, oh my word. Yeah, about that. That's always how it goes. You know.
The false prophet will surrender both her blood
Him
and her
staying.
review in a minute.
Yeah, all staying. My gosh.
I warn you, I'm armed. Don't get that grill up.
What is...
Just 15 years ago, woke you up.
There you go,
And
so
now you're using
that's...
human bodies to reconstitute yourself.
The weapon is harmless.
Yeah, but it's got a sting.
Oh.
Summon the cult of Vulcan. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
to the
there we go.
mountain.
See, what was Vulcan in the big finish story then? Like, was that just in the title then?
Well, Vulcan is the god of,
New day.
like, something or
Oh,
other.
like fire or...
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Ooh. That must be one of the main ones then.
It's hard and serious.
Oh gosh, that actually... Yeah. Oh god, it's actually working.
I love that they're kind of just walking around everywhere.
Oh, wait,
The Pyrovile just walking around the inside of the series.
they're getting on with their work.
Yeah, it's got a little town.
That's a choice, Donna. It's Pompeii or the world.
Ah.
I'll make it happen.
Talk about fixed. Yeah. Yeah.
The future is changing.
There it is. Oh, what? Oh. Okay.
Can't you understand? If I could go back and save them, then I would, but I can't. Come with me.
Thank you for everything.
Ha. Okay. And you gotta pause it there. Speaking of the Doctor being seen as a god.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we did it again. Hooray.
The beaming light shining through in times of darkness. Exhausting.
Yeah, last 15-20 minutes or so are, aren't they?
Yeah, they definitely are.
It's called The Fires of Pompeii.
Oh. It's a similar title.
It is it's a similar title. Yeah.
Fires of Pompeii, Fires of Vulcan.
Highly imaginative.
I'm surprised if it was partly based on it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
inspired by
I'm fully sure that Russell T Davies, maybe even James Moran as well, would have listened to those early big finishes. So yeah, I'm certain of that.
Yeah.
You know, the relationship I think between the characters. You know, Donna and Evelina, sort of very similar to how
Yeah.
Mel treats. Can't remember her name.
I know
in
what
that.
you're talking about. It is a little bit like that.
Yeah. The whole walking in on the sacrifice, you know, there's
Yeah.
definitely a lot of mirrors with Fires of Vulcan.
There's mirrors. I think there was more in that
Yeah.
than there was here because constrained by the
time
runtime,
limit.
whereas that's a multi-part audio drop.
And this also has to reserve 15-20 minutes for carnage and emotion right at the end. Whereas
Yeah,
that one takes
for-
more time to kind of relax in Pompeii, if you like. Before it all gets destroyed.
Yeah, this does kind of, like, in the first few minutes, it does explore just the area.
A little bit.
And,
Tiny little bit.
you know, exploring the historical side, what would it have... But, I mean, I guess the whole thing is, like, what would it have been like to be in this point in history? You know, even, you know, as...
Well, all historicals are like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It had a bit of that at first.
Yeah.
But even then, the whole thing, including the big disaster that happens at the end, you know, that's still... Yeah, again, as the Doctor said, it's still something that's remembered and, I guess, preserved in history, really.
I've actually been there.
You have?
You haven't.
I have not, but you went there on a trip.
I've been to Pompeii, I've walked around there, I have climbed up Vesuvius.
Right.
And I reckon I've still got a rock from it somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I think I've still got that.
Right, okay.
Before or after this episode? It's probably after.
It's... And again, once again, it's a story about time and how there are some things that, you know, shouldn't be changed, I guess. Or can't be, for that would be interrupting the continuum, I guess.
Again, to relate it to past things, Donna plays the Barbara role in the Aztecs. And that is going way, way back. But
we're going really back.
We talked about the Romans, but it's actually a lot more similar to the Aztecs.
Yeah, the sacrifice motif is definitely like that.
But even, you know, the whole, you cannot change this, Barbara. You cannot change what happens.
Right.
And Barbara's trying so hard to save one person.
Just to make some
Just
sort
save
of
someone.
kind of a difference.
Yeah, exactly. I love how the Aztecs resolves, you know. And the Doctor's line at the end of the Aztecs is, you know...
You failed to save a civilization, but at least you helped one man.
And that's what we have here.
That's
this is
one family.
It's one family. Save one family. Aztecs is recommended, by the way, if you want to watch some classic Who.
We don't have a reaction because we didn't do them at the time. But yes, that was a really great classic story if you want to watch, which you should watch,
Yeah, and again, I suspect Russell T Davies drew inspiration from that as well here.
It's possible.
That is definite, I think.
Yeah, I suppose if he brings back the Macra, then it's probable that he draws inspiration from really old.
Exactly.
This is like her proper like initiation to the Doctor Who
ways
world.
for initiation.
Yeah. I mean, oh gosh, and the sequence at the end, that's like one of the most visceral things in Doctor Who. That has to be, but it probably shouldn't have been any other way. I guess. No.
She, compared to Rose and Martha, Donna feels more classic, I think.
Right.
In her relationship with the Doctor and her character. Again, like, I've already compared her to Barbara and Mel.
Yeah, the
but
comparison's
I think
just...
she has, you know, Tegan, loads of Tegan about her, actually.
Sure. I mean, we've only really just started with her, so I don't... It might be a bit early to...
Yeah.
Because, there's more to come.
Of course.
Yeah, no.
But certainly it's nice to have Donna after both Rose and Martha were... People... this might be a bit controversial, what I'm about to say.
Go on.
But people think of Rose and the new series Companions, especially when it first started, as very feminist.
Right.
I completely don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because Rose and Martha are both very, particularly later on with Rose, are very starry-eyed and are not characters in their own right without the Doctor. The basis of their characters are how they are with the Doctor, whereas Donna to me feels much more classic and much more of a well-rounded character in her own right.
Yeah, she's more like she's got her own kind of grip on things.
Yes.
You know, even if it's not what the Doctor sees, you know, she kind of sees the things that the Doctor doesn't. Or not doesn't, but like doesn't that can't basically.
Yes, and
you know, she much more sees them all than things. Yeah.
As much as I like Rose and Martha, I think they're a step back in terms of feminist characters, especially coming after Ace.
Yeah. And you've talked about before how at least Rose without the Doctor. Oh no, you said something like I can't remember exactly what it was, but you said something about the way Rose is when the Doctor's around compared to...
Yeah, when the Doctor's not there, Rose is brilliant.
Yeah. But most of the time they are together.
Yes, exactly. Again, I feel like the sci-fi element of this is...
It's secondary.
It's so secondary.
It's just there to be there. You know, the fire beings live inside Vesuvius.
It's a lot of nonsense in the first 20 minutes or so of prophecy, whatever. I don't know what was going on.
There was a bit of that in Vulcan.
Yes, definitely. I'm never a biggest fan of a prophecy.
Well, it's part, it's part of, knowing what's coming up and kind of realizing in the back of your mind that what is going to happen, and that
I know what a prophecy is. I'm just not the biggest fan of them, especially in Doctor Who. Yeah, what do you think of Murray Gold's score?
I get some really interesting music in this series so far.
Yeah.
There's especially at the end, you got some similar kind of similar to the Doctor's theme in a way, but yeah, not quite the same.
It's like a new version of it.
Yeah, it's like the second theme. One of the pieces that stood out is when the Doctor and the young guy were like sneaking through the thing. I don't know why that stood out to me. Just that kind of...
I don't even remember it. I prefer the Fires of Vulcan music because it has that kind of Roman ancient feel to it, whereas this is standard kind of orchestral. It's good music. I just would have liked something a bit more of where it is.
Okay,
it's very good.
That's still a valid point,
and it's very dramatic. But
well, yes, it kind of is. But did we discuss the music for Vulcan? I feel like
yes, I think we did because I love it in that.
Okay, yeah, it's just and that was actually an interesting thing. Is that when we were talking about the Big Finish stories, is that I commented that the music generally didn't stand out as much. I think
no,
but then
it doesn't.
Vulcan.
It doesn't, to be fair.
Maybe we did talk.
You have to listen so closely. You're listening all the time, so if the music is too much, it can be very easily too much in audio. I think composing for an audio drama is harder than composing for a TV show.
Yeah, so maybe for that, it has to stand out more, maybe. Yeah. But here, there's a lot of visual stuff going on, that's where a lot of the impact comes from.
You can go a bit further with the music on TV, whereas you have to be less intrusive in an audio drama, because the whole thing is audio.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it's been a while since we reviewed Fires of about because it was around now we were watching the TV movie.
Yeah.
So
Seventh Doctor and Mel are running around there somewhere.
Oh my gosh! I mean, talk about a Doctor meeting another Doctor, but obviously at the time that wasn't the case. So yeah, we already had one and stuff, but that's an interesting casting. Yeah, because obviously Peter Capaldi's casting a Doctor would not happen for many years.
Like Colin Baker turning up in Arc of Infinity.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah. Gosh, I vaguely remember being around when Peter Capaldi was announced as the Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like...
I think we probably found out at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. I think we were in the train station, weren't we?
Yes, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
We were watching it on the phone.
Oh, was it like a live thing?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was cool to see him there.
What do you think of him?
His
first impressions?
Yeah, I mean,
his
character's not, like, I guess that prominent. I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
But, seems good. Seems like a good actor. So, this is exactly how he's going to be.
Yeah, it'll be exactly like that, yeah.
And that's his outfit.
Oh my god. Perfect.
Roman Doctor. I don't know, it's a bit of a tough one, because a lot of it, I guess, was... I guess a lot of it was kind of focused on the prophecy and and all of the inner workings of that. And then, it's like it's two halves, The first half is this, the second half is that. But, it definitely had some strong moments.
Something else I'd like to say was really good with the CGI.
Oh, yes!
Brilliant.
We should have
really
talked
good.
about it. This is some of the most impressive... Yeah, some of the most impressive effects in Doctor Who.
And this was the first time, I believe, the first time that the new series filmed abroad.
Oh, was it?
I believe they went to Croatia to film it.
Oh, right. Oh, the CGI was great in this, honestly. Have we hit a new peak?
Well, yeah, it's always going to get better, I think.
Yeah, okay, that's actually a fair point.
But yes, I think this is the best Doctor Who has looked up to this point.
Hey!
7 for me, 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, for me, between 6 and 7. Not sure, so go in between. Yeah,
You want to give it a green for uncertain?
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You don't have
actually.
to if you're not.
Well,
I just thought, because that's what it is.
no, that's... Yeah, in that case, okay, in that case I'll do that too.
It's kind of the same thing, because if you're uncertain about the episode, then you'd change your score if you decided it was different.
Yeah, okay, and that was green, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's quality and it's got some great moments, but a lot of it just feels... I don't know, like... Again, it's like that first kind of half, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit...
Does it feel a bit...
disconnected from itself, in a way.
Yes, that's kind of it, you know, like how... I mean, obviously there are relevant parts, you know. There are parts that do tie together, but it's that... It just feels that a lot of the more important parts are, I guess, towards the end.
Yeah.
So, it's like, the episode of a whole, it's, you know, it is kind of entertaining, you know, up to that point, but it doesn't quite have that same impact as, you know, afterwards.
For me, the biggest drawback is that first half and the prophecy and nonsense and all of that. Especially, what's his face? The augur. The pretentiousness of it is...
and him going, no!
Yeah.
That was a bit... I will admit, that did... That was...
No! He literally is shaking his head like that as well.
Yeah, that did feel a bit out of place, you know, with the somber mood and then then like the supervillain downfall. Yeah.
What does he say? The sun is the waking of the moon in the east. I'm like,
he says all sorts of poetry.
Whatever.
Yeah, there's just a few bits that kind of made me feel a bit unsure about it. But there's definitely good stuff in it, and I do think it was mostly a good episode, but it just had a few things and that made me feel a bit unsure. So, yeah.
Entertaining nonsense.
Entertaining nonsense, and then not that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for watching this. There'll be another episode next week.
Yeah, there will be. See you for that.
Yeah, outro.